Look at these.
All right, look at the seat. Kind of goes in before you hit the pad. This is the FTR base model. This is the one I would probably be hunting after. I don't need all that fancy tech. Here we go. Oh, the foot pegs are interesting. Have our ABS light on. Oh man, that clutch is really, that's an easy pull. This footing position is really, interesting. My legs are gonna be scrunched. I'm sitting up high on this thing. This is different from these Scouts. My goodness. Clutch pulls in a little bit later too, or it activates a little bit late in the throw. I'm sure it's always something you can adjust though. But these little round mirrors I'm not a fan of immediately. But I can flat foot this. This is shorter than that Husqvarna that you guys saw me test ride. It looks taller, but it's not. And that one looks shorter, and it's taller. But this is nice. I like this clean look. I love the black Scout, bezel style for this instead of having that TFT dash. I haven't ridden the TFT dash yet, but it looks looks a little busy for my tastes. These mirrors, they gotta go though. Now, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to romp on this thing as like I'm really wanting to, but there we go. Whoa. I'll give a little bit of space. Huh. Interesting. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like my Scout pulled a little harder. I know that's just me though. The numbers don't lie, right? The positioning on this is definitely interesting. Maybe if I get a little bit closer up on it. Yeah, like that. Then the peg position won't be so awkward. I got a lot of room to move around on the seat. It's not too terribly bad. It's so tame. Everyone else's bike is just... Yeah, I'm kind of digging the position a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, like, at first it feels really awkward coming from a cruiser from this, like coming off the Scout at least. And I'm just barely flat-footing it. Well, not just barely. I am flat-footing it. I'm 6'2", in case you guys wanted to know. My inseam is numbers I don't know. What the f*** is an inseam? I don't know. I'm not the kind of person who goes to a tailor. But this thing seems a little tailored to a certain activity. Oh, we got some Harley and a bolt. Come on, guy, get on it. Second gear is like, I'm sure I'm just not, I know this thing revs, but second gear feels like, there it is. A little bit more in the rip'ems. I do feel like the pegs are still just a little awkward for my height though. Now, one thing I will say is, while the front tire is a little thin, and the rear tire is definitely bigger, the tire sizes are nowhere near as small as I thought they were from the pictures. Now, one thing should be noted that this is not a dirt bike. This is not an adventure bike. This is a bike that evolved from a very specific class of motorcycle called a flat tractor. Now, if you know much history on flat tractors, you know that Harley-Davidson made a bike just like this, sort of. Well, I mean, not quite like this, but in the same vein. And it was mostly just a cruiser adapted to the being up higher on top. That's pretty similar to what this is like, but at the same time, it's like, it's not a cruiser chassis whatsoever. It's not meant for long-distance touring, I would assume. Though there are touring packages you can buy certain specific items to fit those needs. The turning itself is pretty nimble. Shorter wheelbase would contribute to that. Makes sense. The grips leave much to be desired, but again, it's just my big hands, I guess. Once you go into gear changing is pretty nice. Later engagement. Oh, I almost stalled it there. Don't want to do that. This is an entirely different experience than I was expecting. The seat's a little hard. So, there's the common complaints for typical motorcycles. Ooh, it does get up and go, though. This is what I want to do. I can't do it in a demo days ride, but that's usually how these things kind of just happen. But look at this. This is leaning slightly to one side, and then... Nowhere near as much as knee freedom as I have on the Scout, which, you didn't come to this video to find out. that this thing is taller than the Scout. What I would like to know... Oh, we do have cruise control on this model. That's good. I thought that was only on the race replica style. So we got our turn signals, we got this, cancels out, horn, high beam, low beam. Now the reason I like my Scout so much is because it offers me power, like pretty much just as much power. I'm very rarely ever wanting when it comes to power. Here we go, lean angles. Oh, I could just go through here so much faster. Mr. Antsy, huh? Alright, here's where we do something. Woo-hoo-hoo! Okay, that was nice. Fourth gear, are you kidding me? Alright, let's see how we can cruise. Sixth gear. We only have 6 gears. That acceleration was nuts. That was that was Ducati fast. And that's kind of like what I think of. I think SV650, twice the power, Ducati style, like, you know, acceleration. I'm gonna let the cop just get in front of me here. I don't want him to. Go ahead. 6th gear. Let's see. I'm only at 55. I can't go much faster, especially with these cops here. But okay, we're at 60 miles an hour. We're turning 3,500 on the clock. Pretty gentle. This is much more tame for 3,500 RPM than it is on the Scout. Once you get about 4,000 RPM on the Scout, that's when it starts to really start to vibrate. And I've got some vibration, very minute in the handlebars. You wouldn't even notice this with BMX grips. No, this is actually pretty damn good for highway riding, honestly. Like, just for this. I mean, long distance, I don't know about that. However, see, he knows what he's doing. Six gear pulls are not bad. Oh, the brakes aren't bad either. God, I love that motorcycle though. That's my dream bike right there. I just think a lot of fringe is gorgeous. Y'all know me. Oh, boy, this thing rips. Stops pretty nicely too with the engine braking. That's something that's always good to have. Now we do need to get over here. Jesus Christ. Oh God, okay. Sorry, having too much fun on the demo ride. I can sit back. Here's one of the biggest things about this bike is I look like I'm slightly leaned over, but I'm actually in a pretty neutral position, which is good. You don't want to be hunched over on a bike, and if you're going to be far forward, you don't want to be doing it for too long. And the suspension is it's not smooth, but it's snappy. It's responsive. Seems like it's tuned just right. And I weigh maybe 220, 230. Obviously something you can adjust, but no, it's not like I'm riding on a brick. The seat really isn't that bad. Don't know if I'd want to be on it for any more than an hour, but I kind of wish the gear selector peg was just a little bit further out. Just a little bit, but that's probably because I'm tall. I'm not necessarily used to the crampness. Like if you look at the pedal, it's kind of right where the bracket meets the peg instead of being near in front of the peg. This is a fun bike. This is a very fun bike. Very maneuverable in small environments too. I think we're just backing these up. Neutral, easy to find, of course, and off.
Alright dudes, thanks for watching. That was an insanely good experience. I really, really enjoyed the FTR1200. It offers me that great sporty position with the power of the Scout. It's not too much, and it's definitely not too little. So, I would say if you guys are, if you're thinking about pulling the trigger on an FTR, what can I say? If you want a Ducati Scrambler that'll go off-road, well, when I say off-road, I mean like on a on a like a dirt track or something, then yeah, go for a Ducati Scrambler. But if you're lacking power in a Ducati Scrambler, the FTR is the bike for you. It is very fun. As far as the price tag, I don't know. Kind of iffy about the price tag. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Click the like button if you liked it, dislike it if you fucking hated it, and subscribe for more if you enjoy. If you do like these videos, I got a whole bunch of videos right over here if you want to check those out. I do reviews, I do moto vlogs, I do all sorts of stuff. So click one of them, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.